is so amazing about grace?
When you're forgiving your sins, you're not worthy forgiving, but because of the grace, you are forgiven.
Being loved unconditionally.
Unending favor, this unending love.
All my sins were forgiven, and I do not have to work so hard for God's love.
Grace is something to do with the love, something to do with the forgiveness.
Sometimes I think you don't feel it, but I just think it is there.
That power which enables us to do something without our effort.
Grace is like something that only comes from God. It's, I could say, supernatural. No human, no one can give grace apart from God. Because
It's a gift that God gives us when we are not worthy of receiving.
Being accepted for who I am with all my numerous faults.
Knowing that God gave his son for me, all for one thing, that I should reign in life.
You can be there thinking that God has forgotten about you, think God doesn't exist, then finally, when his time comes, you see him acting.
And many people have many questions, and to some extent, this grace thing has even become controversial. Well, let's see how this is going to be. I know you may have many questions. People have questions like, how do I get to be forgiven? You mean all my sins are forgiven? Yesterday, today, and forever? You mean there's only one guy who needs to walk in obedience and the rest of us are rendered righteous? How's that possible? And then questions like, now that my sins are forgiven, does that mean I can go ahead and live in sin and there will be absolutely nothing that happens? Questions like, what next? How do I conquer? If all my sins are forgiven, why do I still get angry? Why do I argue with the taxi conductor? Why am I fighting with the border rider? Why don't I like so-and-so? Come, let us explore these questions together as we ask the big question, what is so amazing about grace? As someone once wrote and sang, tell me what is so amazing